Central Coast Mariners have done it. We have won the A-League Women's Grand Final for 2025 over Melbourne Victory. A historic day for the club, a special day. And what a match it was, man. Extra time and a penalty shootout in the end. And this team just showing incredible spirit and heart throughout the last few months of this season, through this final series and all the way to grand final day, stepping up on the ultimate stage. I mean, this is just, again, a hugely proud moment for all Mariners fans, for the entire region of the Central Coast, going down there to Melbourne and defeating one of the top teams in the competition in Melbourne Victory, our first ever A-League Women's Championship. And again, just continuing the success that we saw from the men's team over the last couple of years. This is 3 consecutive years of championships for the Central Coast Mariners. It really is quite incredible. And there is so much to, be excited about and be thankful for from this season. The effort that we've seen from this team, it's just been unbelievable, man. And Emily Husbands, all her staff just need to receive the biggest congratulations, because they have done such a good job not only navigating the team through this season and all the way to the grand final, but building a team of experienced players, some players from overseas, and bringing through some really young, exciting, talented players who have just the brightest of futures. I mean, we're seeing future Matildas here feature in this team. So, 1-1 in the end after extra time, the penalty shootout 5-4 to Mariners. The first half was a little bit of a stalemate, a tight contest between the two teams. We should touch on the lineups as well from the Mariners. It was no huge surprises. I guess the one big call that we did see is Taylor Ray shifted into midfield for sort of the first half or so of the game. I liked that move. It was maybe you could view that as a defensive move. It looked like that it could have been a back 3, but Taylor Ray did appear to be stepping into midfield quite a lot throughout the game, playing as that holding midfielder alongside Bianca Galich. Izzy Gomez was out on that left-hand side, but it did, our shape in our system and players' positioning did switch around quite a lot in this game. And even towards the end, I think we pretty much were playing a back 3. But we had Jade Pennick sort of playing at right wing back, it seemed, and a lot of shuffling around of players. And it was just fantastic effort and attitude from the players to maintain a really solid effort for 2 hours of football on the Amy Park field there. And considering all the chopping and changing that we'd gone through, we stuck with Melbourne Victory the whole way through, and we needed to. I mean, we look at the stats in the end: 30 shots for Melbourne Victory, 11 of those on target, 15 shots for the Mariners, just 4 of those on target. But we did create some really decent opportunities throughout this game, and easily could have scored a second goal. Possession was very even between the two sides. 8 corners for Victory, just a 4 for the Mariners. It really was a tight matchup. Obviously, Victory there, though, creating more opportunities, especially in that extra time passage. There were some fantastic opportunities for Melbourne Victory to make the breakthrough for a second goal there. But Mariners holding on, man. I mean, Izzy Gomez with that goal early on in the second half, practically in that first minute of that second half. It really sums up Izzy Gomez's season. Obviously, she missed out a chunk of the season due to injury. But despite that, has been one of the best players in the competition this season, and probably Mariners' best player this year. I mean, there's probably a few players who are in that conversation for best player for Mariners this year, but Izzy Gomez is certainly up there. And obviously, just this past week, receiving a Matilda's call-up, huge moment for Izzy Gomez, huge week for Izzy. I mean, it's been a phenomenal season, phenomenal last couple of seasons for the Mariners since she arrived on the coast a couple of years back. So it was great to see her score on grand final day. Victory scoring late on in that second half. Obviously, the scramble on the box. Victory's, as we know, is always so dangerous from the set pieces. They've caused us trouble from those corners earlier on in the season, and it happened once again here. And it looked like the Victory at times in that extra time period maybe could have taken the lead, as mentioned. I mean, they had those opportunities. They were pushing late on there. But as that second period of extra time was wearing on, it felt like the game was destined for penalties. From there, obviously, as we know, anyone can win. But we do have to highlight the fact that it was the two youngsters for the Mariners that stepped up first. I mean, 16-year-old Tiana Fuller. I mean, she's had a breakout season for the Mariners, the super sub, scoring some phenomenal goals this year. 16 years of age. What were you guys doing at 16, man? Scoring a penalty in a grand final victory. What a moment for Fuller. And just the way she stepped up and took that penalty, super impressive. And Peter Trimmis on her 19th birthday. Again, the two teenagers doing it from the start for the Mariners there in the shootout. Again, Trimmis scoring a penalty and Mariners not missing from the spot. Pennick, Gomez, and to win it at the end, Bianca Galich, who again has been so good for Mariners over the last couple of years. Obviously, that miss for victory early on in the penalty shootouts gave us a huge advantage, and we ended up capitalizing in the end without missing. And again, scoring in front of the Mariners fans, it was great to see so many Mariners fans in Melbourne for the game, and great celebrations there post-game as well. But what a night, what a moment for Central Coast Mariners, winning another championship and a first championship for the women's team. And I'm just so excited, as mentioned earlier, just to see where this team goes from here. You know, we've got huge aspirations moving forward. We've built a really strong team over the last couple of years. And we look back to last season, we were one game away from the grand final in the semi-finals. Next season, back in the competition, our second year back in the comp, and Emily Husband takes us all the way to the Champions Trophy. Look, obviously we didn't finish in that top two, so incredible effort from the team to push all the way through the elimination final. They got rescheduled. We shouldn't forget that elimination final rescheduled to a Monday night. The two-legged semis against Melbourne City, who literally hadn't lost all season, and then playing an away grand final to Melbourne Victory, who hadn't lost in some time as well. Huge effort from this team. I mean, this is one of the most historic final series, I think, for this club that we have ever seen in the history of this great club. What a match, what an evening, what an occasion for the Mariners. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments section. This is a huge one for the Mariners. Congratulations to all the players, all the staff, everyone involved at the club for winning the A-League Women's 2025 Champions Trophy. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe for more Mariners content right here on the channel. My name's Lockie, and I'll see you in the next one.